Hmm. Hmm. Once upon a time in the contemporary world, allo, as people from my village will say, there was this particular village, the village where I come from, Omuaru precisely. There existed a particular river where it is a constant practice for people to come to get water from on a daily basis. Every person in the village had to come to the riverside to get water from. They will start in the morning, some will go in the afternoon or in the evening. Now, there was this particular day when this young man came to the riverside with a large sum of money. Apparently he was coming from somewhere where he had acquired some dirt on his face, and he had to wash himself by the riverside. He placed a large sum of money by the side and he began to wash his face. He was so engrossed in the cleaning exercise that he forgot the sum of money after he had finished, and he went away. Now, soon afterward, another young man, individual, came to the riverside, almost at the same spot, supposedly to come and wash his face as well and his hands. On getting to the riverside, the young man sighted the money, and instead of continuing with what he came to do, he carried the large sum of money and hurriedly went away. Well, much later, another individual came to the riverside also to get some water. He also wanted to wash his face. But as he continued with what he came to the riverside for, the first individual who had left the money there hurriedly returned to the place, supposedly to find the money there and to carry it away. But to his shock and amazement, there was no money there. And he began to ask the only individual who he saw there, who was washing, the third person, the third character. Now, the third person vehemently tried to prove himself innocent as to the fact that he did not carry any amount of money. And when this went on for some time, all of a sudden a fight broke out. And the first character who had left the money, stabbed the third character who did not carry the money but came there last. Now, the question is, who is at fault? Who is guilty? Who committed the crime? Who should be judged? Who should be penalized? Is it the first individual who brought the money there, or the second individual who carried the money, or the last individual who came not knowing what had happened, but at the end of the day he got stabbed and he died? But the thing is, or the fact is, God is not necessarily fair, but he is just. And that is the reason why sometimes when we look, we view certain situations from the myopic view of human standards, we begin to judge wrongly. Because the truth of the matter is, the first individual that came there actually stole the money. And as he escaped, he came to wash by the riverside. Now, the second individual who came there was the person who the money was stolen from, and all of a sudden he came to the riverside and to do something else, and he found his money there. The third individual who got stabbed at the end of the day had already killed somebody earlier, and the law of karma only took its toll upon him. Life and its experiences. That is the reason why I can boldly say that God is not necessarily fair, but he is just. That is the reason why we need to continuously look from heaven's perspective.